Hi, my name is Dean, and this is E-No-E Whiskey Whisky. First, I'd like to apologize for not doing my Whiskey Wednesday. I recently took a trip to New York City, to Manhattan, and spent a few days there. And unfortunately, by the time we got back home again here to the cave, it was too late in the evening to actually go ahead and do a video, so I'm doing one today. Surprisingly, when I was in Manhattan, I decided to have a Manhattan drink in Manhattan. The first place I stopped at had made a fantastic Manhattan, classic, all the right flavors in the right places, really good to go. The second place I tried one at, though, however, decided they wanted to try to do their own spin on one, and after they brought me the wrong drink, and I didn't realize it at first until I got about halfway through it, that's how nasty this thing was. They finally brought me a Manhattan. And again, because they decided to do their own version of it, it was not what I would consider to be a classic Manhattan. A lot of places decided they want to try to do something different and unique, try to bring up different flavor profiles of either the booze or how they want to enhance it. I've had some places like to use citrus, like orange peel and stuff like that, and it does help make for a nicer experience, but it's still not a classic Manhattan. So I'm going to show you today what I feel is a classic Manhattan. First thing you want to do is start off with a tumbler. And we're going to, before we get too far here, I'm going to crack open my jar of cherries that I went ahead and canned earlier this year. These are bourbon cherries. These are actually done with Booker's bourbon. So these things are very potent. What I like to do is put about 3 or 4 cherries in the bottom of the glass and about 2 teaspoons of the juice. This just adds a little more flavor to everything. Okay, we'll put this cap back on here and set it off to the side. What you want to do to release all these flavors and juices in here is go ahead and crush these in the bottom of the glass, just like so. Alright, now we're going to put about 4 ice cubes in here, and everything else I have in my bowl, I'm going to pour it into my tumbler, or into my shaker. Alrighty. The next thing we want to do is add some sweet vermouth. This makes a classic. Here we go. This makes a classic Manhattan. And you want to do 1 ounce of sweet vermouth. Into the shaker. Okay. Now if you want to make what's called a French Manhattan, you can use Chambord, which is a raspberry liqueur. This makes for a little bit sweeter profile, kind of knocks down some of the heaviness of the bourbon, but still makes a very, very nice Manhattan. Like it's a little on the sweeter side. So we'll set this off to the side. Now we're going to use our bourbon. I prefer Woodford when it comes to making Manhattans. It's got such a nice classic flavor to it. It's not overwhelming with spice, but just a nice, well-rounded bourbon. And this we're going to do 2 doubles, because I like my Manhattan strong. And number 2, like so. Now we'll set that off to the side. And go ahead and shake it up a little bit. Don't have to get crazy with it. The only thing you're trying to do is get it good and mixed up. Chill it off with the ice cubes that are in the tumbler. There we go. Use your strainer. Pour it over top of your ice. And the last thing that I do, once I got that far, is I use some, you can either use aromatic bitters, as such. What I use is actual Woodford Reserve spiced cherry bitters. Found this on Amazon. And I put 1 eyedropper full in my glass. Stir it up just a little bit. And there, in my opinion, is the perfect classic Manhattan. That's yummy. If you like what we do here at E&OE, please hit like and subscribe at the bottom of the page. Love to hear from you. Please leave us a comment. On Wednesdays, I do, except today's being a Thursday, I post a picture of the bourbon that I'll be tasting that day. In this case, it will be the Woodford Reserve in a classic Manhattan drink. So please go to Instagram, take a look at our pictures there, like them, and also leave a comment. Love to hear from you. And with that being said and in mind, the best bourbon, whiskey, or scotch that's out there is the one that you like to drink the way that you like to drink it. My name is Dean. Have a great evening, and cheers.